figured I would come on here and just talk a little bit about the van, just in case people actually watch this video. I'm going to give you the #1 hint that nobody tells you. The best way to get a van, the cheapest way to get a van. I'm going to tell you all about it. You have to try to find a wheelchair van. I paid $15,000, and this has 50,000 miles on it, and there's no rust underneath. It's like runs like a clock. It's like a little gem, because these nursing homes and hospitals get rid of the vehicles after a certain period of time. They just, they get rid of them. Or, they sit a long time and they get squirrels and mice in them. And then there's a smell that cannot be identified, but is similar to an old person diaper. It's about as close as I can get with that. But if you're willing to strip it out, save yourself thousands of dollars, or doll hairs, as they say. So that is my big how do you do for that. So today I'm really nervous because I have to attempt to get this floor up, because I know there's more insulation under here, and we all know what that means. But these things I'm going to have to get underneath, because I don't want to go through that sawing process again. I'm going to just have to try to unbolt these mofos and just get this out of here, because I don't know, I just have to do it. This is how I'm doing it. I know nothing, but I'm just doing it. And all I have is, this is my toolbox. This is like my actual toolbox, right? This is my toolbox. And these are all like my wrenches and stuff. And my gloves. But I just have that, and then I just got this, which gives me, I have all these things in here. Got it off of eBay. And instead of paying $130 at Home Depot, I paid, I think, $125, and I got both of these included. And it works great, and I got 2 chargers, DeWalt. So this has been everything I needed in the beginning, because you got to take everything apart. So this is all I'm starting with, This was just my, I used to rehab furniture. I still do sometimes, but, and I try to fix things, and I did some walls, and I don't know. I'm kind of I like to try everything. And I got a sander of my own, but, and then I found this for $10 at Goodwill, and I'm like, I need to undercoat the car so I can put them up on these little lifter things. I had to grab that for $10. I don't even think they've ever been used. Oh, and that's part of the door. Yeah, right? $10, come on. I had to. I'm a thrift shopper, and I resell vintage jewelry, and I love glass. I keep most of the glass, but, I resell all kinds of things like that. I love jewelry and glass and pottery. It's kind of my favorite. So we're going to try to rip this floor up today. Enough about me. All right? Toodles. See you in a bit. Newsflash. My boobs barely fit underneath this van. And those bolts are like a little bit rusty. I know I said there was no rust, but there's an outer coating. Oh. Plan number 2 is to cut the wood, and then everything will be really loose and easy to take off. If I can just cut out the wood around and then kind of Mickey my way through it. I'm gonna have to do that, because I can't undo those bolts. And there's so many of them. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Power saws. Okay, I've got safety glasses on. crazy glued my bum thumb. I'm going to turn my music on, and I found a power tool. Want to see? And no, I've never used it before. But you know, there's got to be a first time. And I see there's numbers on here. So I did the tightening and I looked to see, you know, where it would line up to cut this, you know. And I gave it a little shorter because I can, you know, I can always go ham on it if I need to. I'm gonna give it a shot, right? No time like the present. Oh, brother, wish me luck. Remember, I am a professional. Idiot. All right, I've tested over here, and I've got it almost exactly where I want it, where there's about, you know, just a tiny bit left of the wood. So I'm gonna give it a go, and then if I need to lower it to go a little further, I will, but I'll just know I'm safe for now doing it this way. So I'm gonna try to get around some of these things and see if I can pull some of this stuff out. So let's get cracking, shall we? Let's see.
The Suns 122-116. Knicks take a 3-1 series lead over the Sixers with a 97-92 win in Jalen Brunson, by the way, 47 points in that game. Pacers beat the Milwaukee Bucks, who were hurt. No Giannis yesterday, no Damian Lillard. Pacers get a 126-113 win. They lead that series 3-1. Clippers over the Mavs in a great game, 116. Two games on tap in the Stanley Cup playoffs tonight.
Excelente. All right, I'll get back to you, see how it goes.
Circle Fellsway, and you're slow right down into Boston. That's the latest from the GreatBayLimo.com traffic desk.
Oh, I got a little more right here.
There's a little space there.
Let's see what's under here.
But I gotta be honest.
Oh, I didn't go all the way through.
I'm gonna miss Jack. I'm gonna miss Jack Edwards. You know, I know he's had his health issues and his call has been affected by them, which is very, very difficult. I'm gonna miss the guy. You know, him and Brick, just a great team, and I don't know who will step in. I'm sure it will be fine, but as I'm watching the games, I'm thinking about I'm gonna miss this guy. He's the ultimate homer, and I know a lot of people don't necessarily like homers, but I do like my team. You know, so that's what Johnny Most. I mean, Johnny Most was the ultimate homer. You know, but anyway, so I was thinking on Saturday.
I gotta go a little lower.
I was watching it, and it's just
get low,
man, it was so good. Marshawn played really well. Swayman played. A lot of people played well. But anyway, so much fun.
I gotta go balls deep.
Bruins are tomorrow night.
All right, I've got as close as I can without actually
because you're not around other adults,
hitting
right?
the
And that's why, like, I
bottom.
always
So
do.
we'll see.
I think you don't have time to do it when you're kids.
But it's. So in a way, that kind of isolation makes you feel alone. You know, like in that kind of setting.
Something's happening.
66% of parents feel lonely and isolated by the
I need my
demands
regular
of parenthood.
sunglasses.
62% of responsibilities of
work
being
the
a
same,
parent
right?
have them feeling burned out. Yeah,
It's
I
gonna
mean,
work
that's
the
a
same.
stay-at-home parent.
I feel much better this
But
way.
if you're not a stay-at-home parent, this seemed, it was, for me, it was
All
always
right.
a good balance.
Well, times have changed, obviously. You know, were our parents burned out? I don't know. I was out of the house all day,
All right.
running around outside without supervision. So I think they had plenty of time to themselves, whereas today, everything they do is almost dependent upon us. You know what I mean? Gotta go to here, gotta go to there, gotta go to here, gotta go to
Oh,
there.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I listen to you and my head explodes as to what you do.
Ooh, what's underneath?
I did it. I did it. But
Oh,
you know,
there's not
every
even-
generation gets bumped
All
up a
right,
notch.
first
There's
look.
more to do. You know what I mean? I'm
There's
not saying you,
nothing.
but just
There's
in general.
just wood.
More than a third feel like they have no one to support
Look at
them in
that, I
their
didn't even
parenting role.
cut it.
4 and
Look
5,
at me.
79%.
Look at me,
Kelly,
I'm
would appreciate a way to connect with other parents
doing
outside
shit
the
I
work or
didn't
home.
know I
It's called a
could.
bar. That's how you
Wow.
do it. Absolutely, the bar after the kids go to
All right.
sleep. I mean, isn't that what they've done for generations?
You know, you don't know if you can do it or not
Yeah,
until you
know, I
try.
get burned out. You kidding me? I'm not, and I'm a parent of adults. And I get burned out. You know. All right, one more. Yeah, Chronicle's doing a segment on Jack Edwards. I know on Wednesday.
All right, I'm going to shut this off for a minute.
Yeah.
All right, so it is working. I cut little squares. Let's get out of the light there. I cut squares all the way around in here. I don't know if you can see it. Can't see the lines, can you, Russ? Anyway, let's see if I can get close up. Yeah, there's some lines. And I went down. But it's popping out. It's doing. So we'll see. I'm going to try to pop this stuff out. It's a lot of sawdust, so I'm going to have to get a mask. I had to stop because it was flying around, and I'm like, I do not want to breathe this in. So I'm going to get a mask, and I'm going to keep going. All right.